It's the whole Johnny.
Yeah, who that you that say that's on TV? Big dog, he the voice of the streets. It's too much killing in the hood, why they creeps out the violence? Show the kids how you say that's not your problem. Yeah, we gon' debate after that. What wait? Teach these brothers that they kings, maybe they won't have to dream. It's a new day, a new era. Time to fall in love with that black that you see up in that mirror, nigga. Peace and love, unity and power. But sit your ass down, it's for the scholars. Minute after minute, hour after hour. Let me shout out my Yahweh. You can shout out what you lean on. We going live, bring your screen on. Grab a seat, get this knowledge when the team on. Better pay attention before you end up in detention. Let me mention who it be sa.neter TV. Black peace, black love, black power. sa.neter TV. We can reach the world of power. On sa.neter TV. We can do it. If we each show up, what's stopping? sa.neter TV. Now you see. Yeah, on sa.neter TV. I don't hate you, black man. I just hate you cause you hate me. And I ain't did you nothing, but you looking all shady. Maybe it's Mercedes or that Beamer in the driveway. Maybe I can show you how to get that, but you sideways. Tuning on that YouTube sa.neter TV. Yeah, we cooking in the kitchen, but there's no pig feet. I can give you a million years, but you can't beat me. You should try to be yourself. We can show you all the steps. What's your name? Where you calling from? Who on the line? Open up what you calling for. What's on your mind? Dig up in that bag and drop a jewel for your people. Exposing all evil on sa.neter TV. Black peace, black love, black power. sa.neter TV. We can reach the world of power on sa.neter TV. If we each show up, what's stopping? sa.neter TV. Now you see, yeah, on sa.neter TV.
Right. Yes, yes, yes. Peace and black power to everybody out there. I've been on YouTube all morning trying to get my stuff straight with these people. I had a nice long conversation going back and forth with them. They was telling me a few things, what's going on. I told them that my notifications was not getting out to my followers. And so they said it's because a lot of y'all have not hit the all button. When y'all subscribe, you got to hit that all button, and you get all notifications right there. But what I want to say to you too is that yes, I see somebody put it in the chat already. I know our sister Angie Stone have died last night. She passed away, and yesterday. And through a car accident, driving the Van Sprinter, and I think it flipped over, and she passed away. Yeah, that was sad right there. That's sad. That's sad right there. She was 63 years old, y'all. 63 years old. 63. So, moment of silence for her and her family, and we send all our prayers to Angie Stone. She have a son, her and the brother. What's the brother name again? What's the brother name, y'all? Y'all know who he is. She have a son with the brother. Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know who he is. So Angelo. All right. Yeah, Angelo. D'Angelo. Yes, you have a son with D'Angelo. Thank you, Nepal. Yes, you have a son with D'Angelo. And yeah, she just passed away. Sad thing right there, man. Anything can happen. It just reminds me because when I be in my car and I'm on the highway, I gotta chill. I got to chill. I be doing 100 when it's a free, clear lane. I'm open, and I be doing 100, man. But see, at least I'm responsible. I don't do it when I got people in the car with me. Like if I got Cynthia, if I got somebody else in there, I don't do that. I be careful. But shit, if anything happened, it'll just be me. But I be doing 100. And have y'all ever been driving on the highway, right? And this happened a lot to me. I have to look down. I be, oh man, let me slow down. Cause I be driving and I be doing like 100 and something. Uncle John Sinette. And I don't be knowing. And then I look at the mama, I be like, oh man, damn, I'm going over 100. And I slows down because it don't feel like it. Have that ever happened to y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I got that shit, man. Hey, peace and blessings, brother Reggie. What's up, man?
Sacred Reggie.
I'm live right now. I'm live now, Pastor Reggie.
Yesterday.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm live. He hear you. He might think you're running right now.
That's okay. I can't do nothing at a baby shower, can I?
No, you can't.
So,
All right, my brother. Peace.
I'm gonna see if I can sneak away and come on though. You
Okay,
on right now?
I'm live right now.
Okay.
All right.
On YouTube?
Yes, I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
All right, peace, man.
Yep.
Okay, so family, we got a few things going on. We got Tank Davis fighting tonight. What do you think about that? Asar and Car? Tank Davis is in the Barclays Center getting ready with a brother. Is this a brother he fighting?
It's a brother. This Lamont Roach from DC.
And Lamont beat him in training practice before, right?
In the amateurs.
Yeah, in the amateurs. He beat him. So this gonna be a good fight right here.
And beat him more than once. And Tank usually calls him to spar for tough fights.
Right.
So it's not going to be.
Yeah,
it won't be straightforward like a lot of people think because they never heard of Lamont Roach. He is the lightweight champion. One loss, which was controversial to Jamel Herring, which Shakur Stevenson beat right after that, and one draw, which was also a little controversial. But he coming to get busy. He's coming to get busy.
Man, Tank, man, be careful what you ask for, baby. And you talking about he been calling out Crawford, man. You better stay off of that, man. Crawford is in a whole different weight class. And Crawford been telling yo, step your weight up if you want to smoke. Step up.
Let me tell you what's upsetting about the Tank Crawford dilemma. Right around the time when Crawford beat Guillermo Rigondeaux. What's the other dude from Cuba? He's real good for a while. Everybody thought he was the next best thing. Crawford stops him. Nobody would fight him, and Crawford stops him. And this is when him and Tank are right there on that collision path. And we want to see Tank versus Crawford. Never happens. It never happens. I was so mad about that.
Crawford is in a whole different weight class. But if this was to happen, who you riding with? Who you going with? Tank versus Crawford.
But when they were both the same weight, when they were both the same weight, I would have picked. I might have picked Tank on accident because they both were like 131. I think Terrence might have fought as low as 126 before. So, we really have to commend Crawford because he's doing what Mayweather did, except for he's going up a step higher to 168.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I got a few things, man. I want to call out to see if anybody want to smoke or want this topic. As you can see, they not sending out the notifications. I only got 40 people watching on sa.neter Studios, and then I only got 87 people watching on the HOK. So they not sending out the notifications. I've been on I've been going back and forth with them all morning. So trying to fix this thing. And they said that the people is not subscribing to the whole thing. You know, you subscribe and then you click on all. So that way you get all notifications. And if y'all didn't do that, y'all can do that now. Unsubscribe and then resubscribe and click on all. That way y'all will get all notifications. So I'm looking at the Big Bang Theory. Excuse me. Have we had a debate on that yet? The Big Bang Theory? I don't think we had a debate on that.
I don't think so. And I had introduced it in the discussion with the Waspy clan, and showing how the model is based off of the ancient Egyptian sciences. That's where you initially get these ideas from. And yeah, everybody's screaming scientists. I think you a bunch of YouTube scientists. Anybody want to come on and get busy about it?
There it is, the call out right there. I'm telling you, Asar, I ain't playing with y'all, man. Time is up now, man. So there it is. I'm throwing out the topic, the Big Bang Theory. If anybody want that smoke, are you for the Big Bang Theory or are you against it, and why? Let's deal with that topic. Let's deal with it. Who want that topic? Who want the smoke? What's up, little man? What up?
Say, what's up, my ear?
My ear, what up, man? My ear, I see you.
Don't act shy now.
Yeah, right?
Grandbaby.
Okay, now the other one I got, of course, we dealt with the evolution topic, but we really got to go in on that. We got to go in. Moses is in the building. Moses, do you want that smoke? The Big Bang Theory. Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory, Moses? Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory, Moses? Huh? And then we got science or religion. Yes, we did that before, but we still want to go ahead and get that in there. Science or religion. Oh, check this one out. Does science disprove the existence of God? Does science disprove the existence of God? What do you say to that?
I think science, well, the funny thing is science comes from ancient priests. The second part of that is that after those priests invented it and the Sanus start to, in particular, the Ami Unut, the hour watcher, the astronomers, the first astronomers, after they start to break things down, it actually points to something as opposed to nothing. So we got to take a look into that. We'll dive into the Kalam theory, which I think we did on your channel before. And we also need to dive into what science actually says as opposed to what YouTube scientists claim. Because a lot of people, there's nothing existed, but you can't get something from nothing. Mm-hmm. Scientists compare the universe to computer programming. And what do you have in you? Programming. What do animals have in them? Animals hop up, get up, they walk, they run right to water immediately, and then they start about their day. That's programming. That's an understanding that wasn't. You immediately put a babe to a nipple. How does he know to suck the breast to get the milk? If you put something in your mouth, you usually spit it out immediately. So yeah, there's programming going on. The problem is when you start presenting stuff like Jesus, Allah, Yahweh, as opposed to the Neteru, which are the celestial beings of the universe, and their mythos cover the happenings of what's going on in the universe. Because before it was called the sun, it was called Ra. Before it was called the moon, it was called Asar and Aset. And so when they tell you a story about Asar dying and then coming back to life, and you can see it in the 30-day moon cycle, a waxing and a waning moon, one of those is adumbrations of the truth. The other is You're just making stuff up. So that's the difference. Ancient television. But come on here. Bring yourselves on here, man. Don't be nervous. It's me and Sa. And one of us is coming to get busy.
Do you think science and faith could agree on anything? Can they agree on anything?
They definitely do. I have some of the older books when they used to call astrology science. People forget astrology invents the astronomy. And so there's certain things that science can't get away from. Remember, science is based off a hypothesis, right? So it has to be tried and tested. Guess what we think about those scientific hypotheses that didn't make it?
What's that?
They weren't true. You take the Einstein model of an atom. You don't use the Bohr static model of the atom. And it's because we find out which one is right and which one is wrong. So there's a lot of debunked science that took place. And that's because it's a changing field. It's a progressive field. And no different than in ancient Egypt, it was always progressive. The myth would occur and change according to what would happen in the universe and the things around them.
Right. Okay, I want the people to know that I got the debates coming back up, lined up. We're getting ready for summer, and some of them will be in person. Some of the debates will be live. Some will be in person, and some will still be remaining on YouTube. But the ones I think will be in person will be those good, strong, powerful debates. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we could get Asar and Ka in the building on one of these powerful debates coming through.
I'm gonna have to fly through. You know, on Facebook, you seen I was in Brooklyn.
Right.
You seen me in Harlem. You know what I used to live on 144th and St. Nick. It's not a problem to catch a plane to go in somebody and do surgery on your brain. So y'all know I'm surgical. I'm coming to get it. I'm coming. And why? Why do I do? Not just for the braggadocio, right? It's never about brag. It's because there's certain things that the community needs to grow from and grow with and have a better understanding of. And this is the code of ethics that made you your strongest. Why would you turn your back on it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to let the people know I got Dr. Ali coming back in the fold tomorrow. I got Dr. Ali. Dr. Ali will be talking about political science. He's going into the politics. He's going into that. He's going to talk about the pros and cons of the actions of George Bush and what's going on since he's been in the seat of office. So I'm anxious. I can't wait to see that. That's going down at 3:00 sharp. And let me tell you who we got coming up in the debate. If y'all didn't know, we got the Holy Ghost coming back. Y'all know the Holy Ghost. He claims to be Jesus in the flesh. And it's entertaining. It's entertainment, you know. This dude is entertaining like crazy. So, you know, the Hebrews mad as hell at him because he's doing what they would consider blasphemous, blasphemy. So the Holy Ghost, he's Jehovah, and he will be taking on Yashar. Y'all know Yashar. He's out of California. So he's going to be going with that. And then this Thursday coming up, if y'all don't know Pastor Kevin Benton Jr., this is a pastor. He was in the service. He was on the podium in the service, giving sermons to his soldiers and stuff like that. So this pastor right here is powerful. You can follow him. He gets it in, and he will be in the building this Thursday coming up. And then we got Shaka Upmost. We got a hell of a schedule. I'm trying to get all my Kemetic brothers back in the building, so the people don't say, "Oh man, it's only but the Christians and the Israelites coming through." That's because y'all not coming through. I got to come out and seek for y'all. I called my brother Asar today. I saw it. Come on through, man. You got to get it in today.
Yeah.
In the sunset, man. I'm here. So we got a few things going on and coming up.
Let me make my choice already. I'm choosing Yashar Yao.
You know him?
I know my brother Yashar. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, okay. Okay.
I think he's wise enough to handle that business against the Holy Ghost in the flesh. He know his book, man. He definitely know his book. He one of the tanks on the ground members running with Yara. And Yara, you know what it is. That's my brother, but you know what it is. Sometimes we gotta have a friendly.
Jerry Johnson, why you say I'm stuck in the past, my guy? What you mean I'm stuck in the past, Jerry Johnson? Explain yourself. Talk to me. Come on. Talk to me, Jerry Johnson. Jerry. What are you talking about? Hit the link. Hit the link. Come on, brother. So I can have an understanding. I'm not banging on you. I mean, you have a right to, to voice your opinion. I just need the clarity,
You know these cats talk crazy,
Yeah, I just need clarity on what he's talking about. Like, everybody do their thing. Everybody got their own thing they doing. I'm an individual doing my own thing. I'm doing what I like to do. What is you talking about? Jerry, I can't do what you like to do. I gotta only do what I'm feeling and what I like. So yeah, talk to me, man. What's going on, brother?
Well, he said the past, and the past always builds the future.
Right.
It's important to know the past, and you need to stay in the past while you're building your future so you can comprehend the mistakes that you made before so you don't make them a second time.
Yeah.
It's time for that type of movement. It's time for the code of ethics. Right now, we talk about the political climate right now. You got Elon Musk. Elon Musk is doing one good thing. He's going over the books of the United States. But one bad thing that's about to happen, he's about to step into South Africa. And when he steps into South Africa, I want to see how y'all act and react. I want to see what y'all do if the U.S. Army decides to do an invasion into South Africa to help and assist to get land for farmers who stole the land in the first place.
Well, I'm anxious to see.
Old battle.
I'm anxious to see. I want y'all to hit the panel. Moses, where you at? Where the people at? I want to see how y'all feel about what's going on today, the presidential debate today. I mean, like how y'all feel about that, the candidates. And now that Bush have been in the seat for a minute, how do y'all feel about the moves he's been making? Let's start with you, brother Asar. How do you feel about moves so far?
Some are good. I mean, some of these remember, most of this is just what Obama did, right? Obama deported 5 million. Trump wants to top him and do 13 million. Obama gave you health care. Trump repackaged the same idea, didn't change much of it. And then he repackaged it and sent it back out. The dangers here are the DEI. Because now we want them to just hire the best candidate. That's never been what happens. It's always, this is my friend. This is cultural based. We're going to do this. We can exclude you. We don't really want you. We don't like how you behave. So that becomes the issue. So now you, as an African American, the Latino, whatever the case, you got to start creating your own jobs. This is stuff we've been saying.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry. Why am I keep saying Bush? And you ain't even correct me, man.
It's Trump.
I know. Why you ain't correct me? I keep saying Bush, and I see the comments, and they corrected me. I'm like, damn,
Trump. And it's because Bush did the same thing. It might as well be the same person, damn near. But
damn, man, I've been saying that before. I gotta say Trump. I gotta get the Bush out my mind because Bush did so much damage. He's still stuck in my head right now, man. But yeah, go ahead, y'all.
Bush and Bush Sr. tour America. Let me give you all a quick timeline on this, right? Jimmy Carter, the first president I knew as a child. You like Jimmy Carter, even on television. He was one of the dumbest presidents. brought the Ayatollah Khomeini over here, and he almost died on our watch, which was about to unify the Muslim world. We was about to go to war. We sent him to the best hospital, got him back home. It saved the war, and he gave away the Panama Canal, and he did a couple other things. Not the smartest president. Reagan comes in, one of the presidents I hate the most, because he's the one where he was smart and economically America grew. That's how you get your Florida coastline. That's how you get Vegas with these booming hotels. But what did he do? He allowed cocaine, coke, poppy seeds, all that to flood America. And off of that money, you start to get your high rises, states and cities start to grow. I remember when Colorado, when we first got here, there was one major skyscraper building, US West building. Now there's several. This is how your Florida drug money. And as it affected the black community the most, because when you got the money, a lot of you didn't get the chance to create things like a Black Wall Street, et cetera, because all of a sudden there was a war on drugs. And so when that war on drugs happened, all of a sudden, not only were the communities ravaged from the drugs that were being done because they didn't know the effects it would have on you. You come up with crack babies and all this stuff for the 90s and what have you. After that, it was really bad. Then Bush comes in. War on drugs is crazy, senior. And he really messes the economy up. Really messes it up. Hold up. Clinton was before Bush, though, wasn't he? Clinton was right before Bush Jr., I believe, yeah. Clinton comes in. He gets the economy back on track, even though his wife had a crazy mouth. They was calling him the closest thing to a black president. Jobs grew and stuff again. We got out of the deficit. Bush Jr. comes, tears the economy up again. And on his way out the door, he says, you'll probably be driving golf carts or something like that, some type of electric car. And that's what you're driving right now because of him. So you think Tesla's special. Then Obama steps in the cut. Obama's bringing us out of an economic depression, things of that nature, putting us back on top, getting the money back right, and he sets up the stage for the person after him.
Man, pump it up a little bit. All right, come on, man. Pump it up, man.
I hear him trying to talk in the back.
All right.
Yeah. That's our
time. No, that's Elder Yara. That's Elder Yara right there. You know, you and now Yara, y'all go back and forth a little bit. So
Yara, why you whispering? Talk like a man. Talk like a man on this channel. Don't be whispering. Come on here and talk like a man.
Hey, yo, you know, I was thinking about something. Let me ask you a question. Does God make mistakes according to the Bible? Yes. Is God right all the time?
No.
Does God change?
He changed his name. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He had to change his name. Then he was changing prophets' names as if they wasn't okay with what they was born with. What was wrong with Abram? Why did he have
God scientific? Is God scientific?
Gods can be scientific. Gods can be scientific. I'm not sure if that particular one is, but gods can be. So Luke 7. Imitep 7.
Do you hear us?
Yeah, peace. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
I'm doing well, brother. How about yourself?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Somebody said that answer the question.
Question was answered. He asked if God was scientific. We said he can be. And if we want to talk about a mathematical equation, that would be the number 0, which just happens to be the same as science bringing things into existence. So Yeah. Did you want smoke about the question? Come on to the panel, brother. We want smoke today. He said God didn't change his name. Come on the panel and let's talk about God's new name and his old name. I bet you ain't going to enter the panel. So El Shaddai was the first name of your God. El Shaddai.
What's going on, Asar? You want to say something? What's going on, brother? 7 Asar.
He froze.
Yeah, he froze it. All right, here you go, right here.
King J in the building. 7 Asar on the second one.
What up, Asar?
What's up, King? So
Peace
El
to you, brother
Shaddai in
Asar.
Yahweh. Which one is it?
Can you
Canaanite
hear me?
God or Israelite God? We hear you, 7 Asar. Go ahead, brother.
Oh no, I just want to say peace to you, brother. I appreciate everything that you do for this channel and educating our community. So just continue dropping your wisdom. And I want to address the president, what's going on in our government today too.
Go ahead, let it loose, let it go.
Well, I mean, one thing I heard Brother Asar say about Elon Musk looking into, each branch and trying to weed out what's fraud and what isn't. That's a good thing. But what isn't a good thing is the person who's doing it, right? How can we trust what Elon Musk is saying is actual fraud and isn't? Because then you see they put in their own agenda and they cut out programs and money that's going to help people to go and enrich the corporate elites, right? This is what Trump was from the beginning. He was a corporate elite. And anyone out there who thinks that he's out here to change what corporate elites have been doing in this country, you're absolutely wrong. If you know anything about tariffs, then you know that you're going to feel the brunt of each and one of those tariffs. Not the government that he's enforcing these tariffs on. But there's so much misinformation out there, and people are running to their agenda and who they want versus actually looking at the data and the facts, what's going on in this government. Because Trump is actually trying to destroy the infrastructure that's preventing him to be a dictator, right? I recently saw a video of Minister Farrakhan saying what Trump is doing is good because he's attacking all of our enemies, right? And yeah, he's attacking the FBI. He's attacking a lot of institutions. I mean, the systemic racism that's ingrained in what America is absolutely is our enemy. But what I believe Minister Farrakhan is missing, and what all are missing, is he's going underneath that disguise of the hand that's going to help you while he's got a knife to stab you in the back. He's addressing issues that you think are going to help you, like the Latinos, right? Latinos was all President Trump, Latinos for Trump, El Presidente. They was feeling good, right? He's gonna just kick out the criminals. But who does he deem is a criminal and who's not? Trump came out and said his first appearance to becoming the president of the United States, Trump said he said Mexicans are rapists and criminals. He didn't say some Mexicans. He said Mexicans. So you don't think he thinks that about the black community? You black people out there who think Trump is for you, if you were a government employee, you've been fired. There's some waste in government. There's always been waste in government, Republican or Democrat. But who is Trump and Elon Musk, some of the most corrupt corporate people in this country, in this planet, to change things for the best, right? And that's what I think we should focus on, is really doing for ourselves, because we can't rely on what's going on in America to try to help us out. This DEI situation, do you know black people did not benefit from DEI? Majority of white women benefited from DEI. 70% in the corporate world, They had 70-something% of the grants that were given to DEI candidates. We fell fifth in DEI recipients. So we didn't care about DEI. Majority of us didn't care about DEI being dropped because it didn't really affect our community, right? But people don't understand what DEI is, what these programs, how they assimilate the funds that go into these programs and who benefits from them the most. They just hear DEI and they think, oh, they're against us. This country has never been for us. We've got to be for ourselves. But the problem is we fight amongst each other instead of uniting for one single cause. One thing I can say, we out of everyone in this country, other than Latino women, voted against the ideology of Trump being the president again. Now you see other races complaining that he's the president because they're losing. So I'd like to ask the panel, how is Trump benefiting you today? Because he said on day one, everything was going to change. Since that day one, are you paying more for your eggs?
Good question. Oh my God, yes.
Are you paying more for your gas?
Food went up.
Yes.
Crazy.
Because of tariff. That's what a tariff would do. Because you put a tariff
not only that,
you put a tariff on Canada, you get most of your food from the farming in Mexico, and you get your other supplies from Canada. So when you put a tariff on the two countries that have always been our allies in the first place, guess what's going to happen to your food prices?
Well, there's a bird flu that's going on, and Trump took out the people that were the head of that. He took out the people that was the head of the CDC.
Yeah.
He took out flight directors. That's why we've had more plane crashes in the last 2 months than we had in the last 23 years.
Yeah. The only thing I would disagree with you concerning
it's been 11 plane crashes so far, I think. And are you saying that Trump took out the plane directors?
Yeah, he took out the heads of these administrators because he felt like they weren't. Yeah, oh yeah. This is what Trump is doing. He's making a move to change the way the government is structured. He actually wrote executive orders saying that no one can dictate what the law is other than him or his district attorney. He actually drafted an executive order to do that. But that executive order got struck by the courts because we have a 3-branch of power in this country that he's trying to eradicate. He doesn't want to be checked by the Congress. He doesn't want to be checked by the
Senate.
Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate is the Congress. But they're also separate bodies as well. You're correct. But yeah, he doesn't want those powers to be able to check him. Right now, he's saying that judges shouldn't be able to dictate what law is, when that's what they do every day.
Correct. He challenged the one who was upset at the DEI thing because and this is the only part that we'll disagree upon. DEI was built for white women because they were being treated unfairly in America. But it also backed about 5 civil rights laws here in America. That's where we come into play. So those particular laws have been stripped down to the core. Now, the only issue that the real issue that they ran into, which people I don't know where we got lost in the sauce mentally at, but Black people are the middle class. You're not the poor class anymore. You can see all these reports about this and that. You're not the poor class. You're the middle class. So when he started to strip the welfare, the this, the that, the other, you affect people in Kentucky where the most welfare is had, and that's white people. You affect them. You start to take away from the people that are really hampered by economics in Alabama, parts of Georgia. Black people are middle class, so that wasn't going to affect us as much. It'll hit some Miss Simpson on the corner who still, and she got them 10 children. Yeah, some people going to get hit, but you got the same thing in Latino families, more European families who are coasting by using it because that's who's on welfare the most.
Let me ask you this question, brother. What policy has United States grafted that was specifically for the black community, for black people, that benefited black people as a whole?
Like some of the hiring, like you would get hired based off of DEI, because for a while they would push you, especially after they destroyed Black Wall Street, because you can no longer fund yourselves. Couldn't fund ourselves anymore. So
that's true.
When it
But
came to,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but
okay.
I just want to interrupt you because there's some history there. DEI, that program wasn't crafted specifically for black people. It was crafted for
white
everyone.
women. I just said that.
Well, not just well.
And
I mean, no. I agree with you. But what I'm saying in the body of how it's structured, it's for all minorities, right?
Yeah.
It's not just. It doesn't say just for white women. It doesn't just say for black people. It says for all non-white people. This program is for you to encourage the diverse. That's what I'm saying. What policy directly says this policy is grafted for the descendants of slaves or black people in America?
Well, it's not going to have your name on it directly, because we
do have one.
We do have one, but generally most of those won't say our names directly, because remember, it's proposed for all Americans, quote unquote.
But that's why right. We stay behind. That's why we don't get our reparations. That's why we don't get what our just due, because the Civil Rights Act, we fought for that, blood, shed, and tears. Our ancestors and our grandmothers and grandfathers fought for that, right? But other communities benefited from, right? There was a lot of immigrants that couldn't come here. A lot of immigrants couldn't come here because before the Civil Rights Act, right? So they benefited from the Civil Rights Act. They benefited from the Affordable Care Act. They benefited from the Housing Act, the Voting Rights Act. Though that was for all Americans, right? But we fought blood, shed, and tears for those rights, but yet we don't benefit from them, right?
Do you know why that is?
I know exactly why it is, because those policies aren't outlined for our community. They're outlined to keep our community suppressed.
I would also like to say that maybe when we don't have any lobbyists, like we don't have anybody who is actually lobbying for our agenda, saying, "Hey, look, if we give you our vote, we expect this and that in return for our vote, or you're not going to get it."
Why is that? Why is that?
Well, I don't know why, but we've been tricked to vote Democrat all our life. I don't know why we all vote Democrat.
You know why? There's disunity in the black community, brother. Like LGBTQ, it doesn't matter the race, color, creed. They all come together under LGBTQ. Black people, we Israelites, we Muslims, we Christians, we Republicans, we Democrats, we all over the place. And we're not coming together to have one agenda about our community, our culture, and our way of life. We don't have one voice. If we had one voice, then we would have lobbyists in there talking for all of us. But everybody want to do their own thing. And nobody wants to come together to actually deal with it together. Right?
I don't think that an ideology is so much going to affect us. You're going to find the same thing in European, Latino, Arab, all types of communities. You don't even have one unified Arab group as Muslims. You got 7.
You're right. But you say something about Prophet Muhammad, the Muslims don't all come together and triple.
Right.
Exactly.
and that's the whole thing. But they'll turn around right after that and start shooting up each other damn near just as bad as the Crips and Bloods. So,
but that's in every community, right?
Right. So the main thing for us is to create an economic standard and a standard of doing business across the board. I don't care if you worship over here. I don't care if you go to this church over here. I don't care if you're a Muslim over here. I don't care if you synagoguing over there. What I do care about is that when the shopping center opens that says animes and it's got the red, black, and green on the top, that we all go over there and spend our dollars so it can churn in the community and you can start to create jobs for yourself and you don't have to go begging other people for a job.
Now that's what every other community does that suffers from the same afflictions that we do. But what we don't do is what you just said, brother. They all do that. You go to the Asian communities. I'm in Los Angeles right now. I can go to a community where it's nothing but Asian businesses, and they're all employing themselves.
I'm
Right.
gonna
I can
back
go
you.
to a Hispanic community. It's the same thing. You see nothing but Mexican and Spanish signs, and they're all employing themselves. You don't see black neighborhoods and communities like that.
No, and I'm gonna
Right.
back you, right? Because the
Mhm.
first thing you gonna see, they all, and this is, the food is the same. They got a tamale, they got a fajita, they got a this, they got a that. If it's Asian, they got some noodles, they got some rice, they got some orange chicken. If it's European, they got some pizza, they got some noodles, they got some, okay. And you black, and you go buy chicken from somebody else.
Exactly.
You went to KFC to buy the chicken and put the
Exactly.
Colonel on the front.
Exactly.
But see, a Rick Ross is smart because he owns the Wing Stop now.
So now when you go to when
it's
you
50
buy Rick Ross, you buy when you buying Wingstop, you buying black owned
Yeah,
own
generally.
a business. You're supporting a black business. But we need to generally be like those other communities, like you said, and come together. And I think it's important for black Americans outside of black immigrants is we have to create that establish what is our culture. You know what I'm saying? Establish what food we eat. Establish what language that we speak to each other. Establish our arts and all of that. We need to historically establish that because there's a lot of people who are trying to take from what we have created because we haven't actually established who we are in this country.
Well, I tell you, Del Jones created the reefer truck. That's your refrigerated products going across the country. How many black truckers do we have? How many black? And when I go I'll tell you, Laredo, Texas, right now, where a lot of the cartel brothers are at and Latino. Right now, what they're doing is creating different truck companies, and you'll go out there and it's a farm, and then there's a mansion, and then a few feet down it's a bunch of grass, and then you have a gas station set up where it's nothing but Latinos running it that run with that particular cartel.
You know,
That's
the
all
last time we had that in our community was
Black
with the
Wall
Honorable
Street.
Elijah Muhammad. The last time we had that in our community was with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
I'll
They
give you that.
own their
I'll
own
give you that.
banks.
Yeah,
They own their own planes. They own their own farms and their own stores, and
so
which they still do to this day.
correct. So I would say this, and I told my partner Chauncey Billups, y'all seen him shoot the hoops. I told his little cousin Lindell White, throw the football
Yo,
up.
you know Chauncey Billups?
Yeah, Chauncey. Me and Chauncey went to school. That's my man.
You know he's always in Harlem, man.
Yeah,
He's always in Harlem on 143rd Street.
who took him to the Rucker game.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first one when y'all seen him playing Rucker, you seen me.
Phillips, classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's one of the
that was
greatest.
us taking them out there. That was me. I think Loon didn't come with us that day because Loon and Nitty, when we was doing the crime fam thing with Frank and Bugsy and them over there, you know, we would get the support. We introduced them to Gangsta Lou and all. You know who's out there. So
Oh, you know Gangsta Lou too? Okay,
Yeah,
you
we my
was
man.
a New Yorker.
Yeah, we was in the mix. Poe was out here doing time with my man Zay Boo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So before we knew he even snitched, all that stuff. So when it comes to the guys who Robert, the richest black person in America, that's our partner. He right out here in Colorado with us, opened up the. When you talk to these billionaires that are black, there's something going on at the top where they're scared to put money towards certain unified situations.
That's one of my beefs with them. You know, I research billionaires. You know, billionaires, these white European billionaires, they'll go into communities and invest in those communities, right? Create jobs, create a clean community, put money into the schools. But I do not see any black billionaires doing that. And I don't know what they could be scared of not to do that.
I'm about to elaborate, right? So, because I know you on the same wavelength. When it comes to the black millionaire, and you do certain things like that, you start to either get ostracized, or somebody says something about you, and then the whole community turns on you, so that when they come for their head, you won't support them. We didn't support Bill Cosby because he say a whole bunch of stuff that the Israelites say on a regular basis about us in one particular sitting at his comedy. which wasn't even comedy that day. But these are the things that take place. So if you don't back them when they're ostracized, it's a problem. They ostracize Chepo. Guess what Latinos do? Still try to be like Chepo. It don't matter if you said something bad about him. He's part of the cartel that ran this part of the country. He's considered a freedom fighter in that part of Mexico, and it is what it is.
But I'll push back on you a little bit on that, brother, because I've seen billionaires ostracized by their own community, yet they're still billionaires. Right?
But they're billionaires. But if they, like for instance, what happened to Bill Cosby?
Well, Bill Cosby isn't a billionaire, but he's somebody who created wealth. Is he a billionaire?
Yeah, he's a millionaire.
Oh, yeah, he's a millionaire. Yeah, because I remember seeing him on the list.
And he had enough money to buy
influence
the broadcast system. The other
one, yes, he did. NBC. He wanted to buy NBC. Yeah, Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC.
Yeah, that's when they backed his ass up off that too.
Yep.
He came at him hard on that one right there.
Diddy was going to try to put out a political. He was trying to unite black people underneath one political system. Before all of this trial stuff came out, Diddy came out publicly. He was beefing with these billionaires over his liquor label, and he came out publicly talking about black people need to come together, and he's going to start funding it. Now, I don't know if that's a coincidence, but he was talking publicly about that.
Let me bring this here, and then I want y'all to elaborate on it. Because I got this that I'm doing, but y'all know how I do. I show a little bit of it, and then I go all the way into it. So that's why I was asking you the question, Asar MK. And let me show you. Does God make mistakes? That's going to be the title. Is God ever wrong? And do God change his mind? And so, and so when we look at Genesis 1:16, here's a big piece that the Israelites don't see and that the Christians don't see, that God is always wrong. That God, he's not a scientist at all. Because before time, see, this is what people thought during that time. They wasn't dealing with the science. They wasn't going deep into it. Like today, we know better today. We know the astrology. God made two great lights, and greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. Right? Now, when we see that right there, we know that what are the two greater lights that God is talking about? Anybody?
Sun and the moon.
Right, but is the moon really a light?
Yeah.
Or is the moon is like a mirror, a reflection of the sun? That brings the moon is like a big rock. That's what it is. It is a reflection. It's a reflection like a mirror. And it just reflects the sun hitting the moon, and then the moon reflects it right back down to earth. So God made a critical error when he said, and God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. See, but the moon is not a light, right? The moon is a rock. It's like a mirror that's reflecting the sunlight.
It's refractive, yeah.
Right. So talk to me about that. What do y'all think about that? Now that's big right there.
It's
Brother Asar, go ahead and elaborate.
When you're looking at when they always say God is always right, God is never wrong. Right here, the science of him is wrong. Let's even go further. Let's go right here. God makes mistakes. Look at this. In Samuel 15:11, it repented me that I have set up Saul to be king. Why the hell it repented you that you set up Saul to be king? For he has turned back from following me. Now, come on, God. You mean to tell me you didn't know that Saul was going to turn his back? Y'all know who Saul is. Saul is is Paul, who have changed his name to Paul. Right or wrong? Y'all familiar with this? Right?
Yeah.
So now it repented the Most High. What do you mean it repented you? Let's go on. That's not the only one. In Genesis 6:6, it repented the Lord that he made man on earth. See the many mistakes? God is very emotional. God is very emotional, brother. You know, it
Grieved him
repented
at
him
his
to make
heart.
man on earth. And it grieved him at his heart. God have emotions. God have feelings. Right? That's why they say God is man. God is man. Let's go on. God is so emotional that he would kill his own people he made a mistake. Oh, okay, I made a mistake in writing it. And it repented the Lord, and the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. Look at that. In the book of Exodus 32:14. I'm just throwing something out there for right now to see what's the feedback going to be. I know I got King J in the building. King J.
I'm going to say, so according to what you just showed, God is not omnipotent. It's not all knowing, because he would have known these things.
That's the point that I'm making. But see, if I was to bring Tazariak on, he would have a justification for all of that. Just like that's what Hebrews do.
But I think it speaks to the fact, Saul, that I don't get into all those scriptures and everything because I'm more of a historian. I'm more on history, and most of those characters are not historical. So when you start trying to talk about them literally, you start losing me. So it speaks to the fact that the people who wrote that book and wrote of that God were speaking through their own emotions and their own experiences and putting it in the image of God. They were speaking for God through their own emotions, through their own actions, through their own vision of what a God would be.
See, I know this guy got to be he got to be an Israelite or Christian. See, that's why. It's crazy because they're the ones that always make the justifications for God. So why does God always refuse to provide legitimate proof of his existence? God don't need his existence no more because he got Negroes to do that.
But so even this comment you posted on the screen here, even regret would mean that he made a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
But who wrote the book?
No,
did God write it?
We all know that.
So did God write it though? That's what I want to know, because this is what they saying God did. Did God write it? No one agrees that God wrote the book, right?
No.
Everybody agrees that a man wrote the book, right? And through some psychosis, God spoke through them. That's the claim, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you evaluate that as a scientist, you'll see the flaws in why they believe, because it's all about belief and faith, not about the facts or any type of logic, because a lot of it is illogical. A lot of it contradicts itself. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a good pastor that's coming on that can clear up a lot of this stuff, but I'm not going to come at him with these questions because I don't want him to think that, I'm attacking him. I got to, you got to know how to work with these.
You attacking the ideology.
Right. I want, them to think nothing crazy.
But they get it just as emotional as their God. Come on now.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they get emotional? He's emotional. They're going to be just like him. You are what your father is, right? So that's their father. They're going to be emotional just like him.
Yeah. Some of these questions I really have for the captain, though. For Captain Tazariak.
Well, you got to ask the captain two things. Shout out to my brother Tazariak. It said, Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. Because as I showed the other day, the revelation was coming to Pharaoh first. Joseph then said to Pharaoh, Pharaoh's dreams are one and the same. God has revealed Pharaoh what he is to do, telling him what Pharaoh had all the revelation. Then they're like, oh, but see, God turned on Pharaoh. But that ain't what Isaiah 19 says. Right. Isaiah 19 says, on that day, Israel will be third, and Egypt, my people. So he telling you what it is. He telling you through that particular book, Ham is the line that is divine. Ham is the line that is divine. Let me say it properly. Kemet is the line that is divine. So you really need to read the book again, gentlemen, ladies.
But how many interpretations are you going to get from 10 different people of that book?
They're
And
gonna go
That's
different,
another
all over the
problem.
place.
and
That's
different
another
ones.
problem.
They know Joyce Meyer, Charles Stanley, Tony Evans. These are Bible scholars.
So, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm building. So sorry. I'm building with you. So look,
yeah.
if there's 10 different interpretations, then how would we know which interpretation is from God? Is the
But that's it.
true?
We don't know, brother.
Exactly.
There you go.
You
There
need to
you
go
go.
back to that original book when it was plain and we could see the results and the people who actually were based off of these books, such as the Nasut Biddies in ancient times. So when they like, oh, when Pharaoh drowned, and you don't know which Pharaoh drowned, and the one you
Fact.
point to around the time of Ramses did we got the bones and the body?
Mhm.
But that's where they run into their roadblocks, right? Because
Yeah,
when actual real science is people who actually study the earth and the people, when they start asking questions about their story, and there's all of these holes in there, then they have to make up some type of miracle reason why those holes are there, instead of actually dealing with the actual facts that are presented to them.
you have to remember who's presenting you that book. This book is built for Israel and for Palestine. And when it starts saying that
Exactly.
Israelite knocked out a bunch
Exactly.
of Palestinians with a
But
gold
but aren't you an
stick,
Israelite?
who?
According to them, you're an Israelite. You just
Of
didn't know it.
course, of course. And let's
But
give you
what
the
proof do they
term
have that
Israel,
that
even though
I'm an
you're not
Israelite
born in
though?
Israel. So how does that happen? Mysteries,
We
mysteries
don't
in the
have no Israelites out there that could give us some clarity on how I'm an Israelite, and you can prove it to me.
Remember, we
Hmm?
had our brother Carl come on here. Our brother Carl came on here and he started doing the Carlton. When I asked him, I said, "You got family members that was born in Israel? Does any? No. You got no grandma, nothing. You talking about my lineage? Well, we supposed to because we want to see if you were Israelite, and he didn't have any.
Exactly.
So how'd you get that way?
I mean, they can't. They can't. There's no genealogy to prove that you're an Israelite. There's no DNA to prove that you're an Israelite. So give me some proof of how I'm an Israelite.
You a convert or you're a Gentile, and if you're a
100%.
convert, you're a Gentile.
100%.
Go figure.
Mostly converts. That's what they are.
Mhm.
They're mostly converts. Yeah.
Mhm.
I see we don't have
Absolutely.
none of our Israel brothers coming on
No,
to,
they don't
to,
get
to
it up.
speak on this. They seem to be a little tentative and apprehensive to speak on the subject, which is a surprise to me because I always see them ready to jump on to try to make some sense of this.
Only in conversations that are like ideological. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
historical. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if it's history, they running like um um Hussein Bolt. What Bolt Hussein? What's that brother name? The Jamaican brother. They running like him.
One of
Or the
They
hey,
new
running from
brother
that
who just
history.
broke his record. What's the
hey,
new brother who just broke his record?
Ah, I
Doing
heard it, but
well.
I don't know it.
the
I don't know
American,
the name.
the American dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I forget his name.
I can't remember his name neither, but yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
yeah, man. But yeah, man. I appreciate your build earlier, brother. Sorry, you dropping information. I'm still um, learning and getting my foundations rooted in the Kemetic traditions. And before I can fully speak on them, I have to, you know, get deeper into the information and really get my foot settled in before I can elaborate on the history and everything. But I appreciate the information you give out, brother.
What do
You
you
know,
study, Asar?
I'm a Shemsu Asar,
No,
so I
not you,
follow.
not you. The other Asar. 7.
Oh,
Um, I'm actually getting into the Kemetic traditions and learning
Oh,
the
okay.
history.
All right.
I
What
don't
you?
have I don't have no religious foundation. You know, I studied everything. So from studying everything, I come to the realization that if I'm going to deal with a power that's greater than myself, it's going to be my ancestors, right? Because I can follow the lineage of that. I can follow the information of that. You know what I'm saying? And I see the symbolism of the balance of the nature and the universe in the Kemetic teachings versus something that's outside of me I can't explain. It's like brother Asar Ka dropping how the Big Bang Theory, and he can show the correlations that it had came from our ancient Kemetic ancestors. So you know what I'm saying? Looking at that, that makes much more sense to me than some Christian God, some Muslim God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Let me ask you, Asar. Let me ask you this question, Asar and Ka. I was checking out a video the other day. I think I did grab it. I don't know. If I got it, I'm gonna show it to you. And this white guy, he's a scholar. He's a PhD, and he was going deep into the Medu Neter, and he found the words Israel. Are you familiar with any of that?
Yes. Right on the Marin Patah Stela, he believes that it
Yes, it was
says.
on the Stella he was looking at. Yep.
So
And that's what he was saying. He proved that the Kemetic people and the Israelites had some type of thing going on.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yup, King J, you know. So on the Marin Patah Stela, which me and several of my brothers have gone over on their shows and mine, they try to propose that it says Israel,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't seem to say that. It appears it's the first time that they say Syria, and the way that they parse, meaning separate the words in Medu Neter, is how they try to come up with this. But there's also a particular Egyptologist that knew if he brought that to America and to Israel, he'd be really rich off of it. And so we tell his story of how he's at dinner saying, "Oh, if I show them that this is Israel, it's just going to be," and it was for him. It was incredibly economic for him at the time. And when you go back and parse it, you can see that they're talking about Syria, not Israel in particular. And the spelling of it doesn't seem to make sense when you start to go over it. And the enemy behind each one of the statements that the person who's writing it is saying shows core, which is the word for Syria at that time. So, you know, a lot of them think that they fell into something, ran upon something. But if I go into the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology and show some of the excavations, you'll see that it's Syria and not Israel at that time. It's core that they're talking about.
Can I ask you a history question, brother?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm studying on Narmer, and there's another brother they speak on Menzies, and they're saying that they're two different people or they're the same people. What are your thoughts on that? Is there evidence that they're two different people, or are they the same person just named differently for some reason? Do you have any information on that?
So he's talking about the Nashut Bidi or the King Narmer and the one called Menace.
Yes, Menace.
Those in
Yes.
particular, they're starting to think that they're the same one and the same person, which could be. But when I look at their stories, I'm seeing probably your first co-regency, where one king is ruling and another king is also like his viceroy, and possibly just two separate kings at two separate times. But they tend to loop those two together. More research and study would have to be done on it to see if they can be pulled apart or if they can be put together, though. In all honesty.
I thought to build on his question. Who would you say? It might shed light to his question. Who would you give credit to establishing the Aneb Hedge, the White Wall? Menes or Narman?
Yeah, probably Menace.
Mm-hmm.
But which is why they try to say they're one and the same. But looking at, because remember, you also have King Scorpion right before him,
Right. Yeah.
and they try to put them together. So it's
So is Aha after Narmer? Aha is
Aha is Norma, yes sir.
okay.
But Narmer was the one that was supposedly brought Upper and Lower Egypt together, right? He's the one that's credited for that,
He's
or is
supposed
that
to be
just
the first unifier, yeah. And we
okay?
can find
Okay.
that on Manetho's list, and we can find it on I can't remember the other list name. There's like 3 of them. There's the what's the other king's list? The Turin,
The Palermo stone.
Palermo stone,
Palermo. Yeah.
I believe the Turin papyrus,
Yeah.
Manetho's, and I can't remember the other one right offhand.
Okay. Okay. Appreciate the information, brother, man. I watch you every time you're on here.
In the heart of ancient Egypt.
I want to ask you, brother.
Whenever you like. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, hold on. Asar do you know that Jesus also was in Egypt? Did he go to Egypt?
They say Jesus was in
Between
Egypt
the age of 12 and 30, they say. But check this. Let's listen to this right quick. Check this out, and you can add on.
In the heart of ancient Egypt, hidden from common sight, lay the enigmatic mystery schools. These were not ordinary schools, but centers of profound spiritual knowledge, where wisdom of the cosmos was shared with a chosen few. Imagine, if you will, a young man from Nazareth, known to us as Jesus, walking the same sacred halls. Historical records and ancient texts suggest that Jesus spent his missing years, between 12 and 30 in Egypt, absorbing the esoteric teachings of these schools. These lessons shaped him, enhancing his understanding of the universe and the divine. This knowledge may have significantly influenced his teachings, offering a new perspective on his miraculous abilities. So, was Jesus a student of the Egyptian mystery schools? It's a question that continues to intrigue scholars and seekers alike. Dive into the mystery, explore the unknown. The truth is out there, waiting to be discovered.
Yo, this is crazy, man. Now, of course, we know that there's never been a man named Jesus. He could have been another.
Well, I was gonna say, which Jesus was it? Which Jesus?
All of them came through. All of them came through Kemet, bro.
Exactly.
Moses.
So I'm gonna tell you that there's Jesus Pomo. I can't remember the name, but that particular one had a Shemsu teacher. They say there's 12 Jesuses when you take the scholarly class.
Okay.
And these are different people with the name in that time of Yeshua that have different parts of supposedly Jesus's life. So this is if you go to preschool and you become a scholar on the matter, you find these things out. These different Jesuses, one was bad, one was good, one was they were all, most of them are murdered, and most of them are kind of strict. But Jesus Pember, I can't remember it's a P word. I brought him up a long time ago. He is an Egyptian student, and so he's learning from one of the Egyptian elders, and they come to get him. They call him most likened to Jesus that lived, because he's the one that they supposedly crucified and what have you, or did away with.
Had a cult following.
Yeah, you know King J.
But what separates him? What separates him from the Jesus in the Bible?
Marcus
that everybody talks about.
His
hold on, brother. Marcus, is this you?
Yes,
Well, see, bro, I didn't know who you was. You got to turn the camera on and let me see you. That's why I kept you back there. I didn't know who you changed the whole joint. All right, go ahead, Asar.
You had to beat up Marcus.
So the difference is that Jesus' story is a little different. His demise is similar, but some of the things that he does in his life are similar. Like he goes to teach the people. He kicks over tables and I believe he's around the Ptolemaic time. Whether he lived or not, I'm not sure, but I'm familiar with his story. I just would need to pull up his that information I had.
Let me bring on my man Marcus, man. Marcus, I ask you a question and then you could go on and say what you want to say because I know you got something you want to build on. How come you and other brothers as an Israelite always refuse to look at the obvious, to look at the facts when it comes to Egypt, Kemet, knowing that the Bible is based off of so much of that science, brother? Why do y'all continue to look the other way instead of looking at the proof and the evidence and the facts, brother Marcus?
Oh, I don't know what you mean by that. I give.
Yeah, you know what I mean by that.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You know what I mean by that, brother. Come on, man.
I don't know what you mean by that.
All right, Asar. Let me give you some examples. Asar had what is called, what y'all say, an immaculate conception, or she had a baby without being touched by a man. You know, same thing happened with Mary and Jesus.
Miracle births.
But there's so much. Well, you would call that a miracle birth, right?
Yes, that's a miracle birth.
Miracle birth?
Yes.
Yes. You see that? So that's what I'm talking about, Marcus. Just one example right now. But there's so many examples.
Well,
when you look at damn, what's the name of that? Psalms. When you look at Psalms, it's the direct copy.
No, you talking about Proverbs.
Proverbs.
No, you're right. You said Psalms 104 through 1. It looks just like the hymn to Ad.
Yeah.
And then a mobile, right? The
Kagimna is the Proverbs one.
Yeah.
It's a direct copy, word for word, brother. And it's like y'all blind eye to that because you thinking that the Bible is just some new stuff that really God really handed it down. Talk to us, Marcus. You got the floor.
All right. So that first question you asked me with the Jesus miracle birth, you know that wasn't me answering. That was somebody else saying, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So that question will work better for somebody that subscribed to Christianity. I don't subscribe to Christianity, so I don't believe that Jesus didn't have a father. That question will work for somebody better. So therefore, I don't see that connection.
So you believe that Jesus had a father, and the father name was Joseph that impregnated Mary? You believe that?
Mary said Joseph was his daddy.
All right, check this out. You know what that makes? I ain't gonna say make you, but when you really look at it, how old was Mary? Like between the ages of 12 and 14, check?
Yes.
How old was
That's
Joseph?
what they say.
Yeah, how old was Joseph, brother?
You don't say their age.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they do.
Come on, man.
No,
Yes, it do. Joseph was damn near 80 goddamn years old, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Going into a 12-year-old girl, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, you made that up.
Oh,
no,
man.
He did not.
Let you talk, brother. Let you talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you don't mention their age anywhere in the Bible whatsoever. So that's for one. And then the second thing that you brought up, with the whole certain texts and stuff, if you remember the debate with Jabari and Captain Tazaryak, Jabari brought this up, and Tazaryak presented not only Egyptologist, but a scholarly article that puts Solomon's writing before Amenemhotep. Jabari never responded to that. He never even challenged it. He just kept presenting as if Amenemhotep was older. Y'all, this is the problem when it comes to
Solomon.
You said one scholar. You said one scholar.
Stop interrupting.
Yeah, let him talk. Let him talk, y'all.
This is the problem when it comes
to the Asar's here. We got him. We got a song.
If in reality, if y'all want, go subscribe to sa.neter's Patreon and watch the Captain Tazaryak versus Jabari debate. Everybody didn't subscribe to sa.neter's Patreon. Make sure y'all go ahead subscribe while it's still at the amount that it's at before he raised the price on y'all. All right, go ahead, check out the Captain Tazaryak and Jabari debate, and you can literally get Captain Tazaryak's source. He literally presented a source that refutes Amenemhotep is before Solomon, and Jabari never responded, and y'all act like that didn't happen.
Well, Marcus, Solomon is dated to what, 900 BC?
Say that one more time.
Solomon is dated to 900 BC, around that time period.
Around that time period.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you for the dates. Thank you for establishing dates. Because that's one issue we have with you guys is you guys don't establish dates.
Don't say you guys. You're not familiar with me. You're familiar with other Israelites. But anyway, bro, I came on honestly to so I hope sa.neter, I'm not ducking your question. Honestly, I just like we present information, it never gets refuted, or people honestly don't even look at it. The first thing they just say is, "Oh, it's pseudo," and keep going. And
Marcus,
y'all act like the information didn't get presented.
Marcus,
Literally,
I'm
gonna finish.
Marcus, we ain't saying you since we beat you up about the Elion. You
didn't.
Elion. That was last time we seen you. Now you ain't even got your camera on. What's going on?
You didn't beat me in nothing, for one. And for two, you can't even read the scripture and read what it says.
Brother, Elion is just an epitaph that describes. It's Yahweh Elion. There's an El Elion. There's several Elion. It's not a God.
If I pull
that Elion is a God.
If I pull up the text right now, right? What does the text say? Who is the El Elyon? What does the text say? If I pull it up right now, could you read it? And can you literally break down word for word and describe who's the El Elyon in the text?
Yes, I just told you. We already did that last time. Elyon.
No, you didn't. I'm the only one that read the Hebrew. You didn't read anything.
Brother, we did it. The same brothers are on the panel. We're on the same panel. Me, you, and Asar. That's who it was.
Who read the Hebrew text? Me or you?
You did. Me.
No, you didn't read it. Now. You're lying now.
Brother, you
didn't read anything. But anyway,
did it not say a lot in that text that you read?
Anyway, I came on because Asar challenged me to come on and talk about the name change. And I don't got a lot of time. At the end, I guess we could pull up the text right now, and you can read it, and you can say who the El Elyon is in the text, and we can show that is Yahweh. Go ahead, Asar.
So, what I would say, because I'd have to go back and see what they said during the debate, but I'll keep it simple. Solomon is who you would credit with creating the first temple in Jerusalem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But you don't have any archaeological evidence or his name on anything, or you don't. How do you know that he built it?
Am I able to respond? All you have is just the biblical text, which says that he's built it. Now, we do have a history of his dynasty existing because we have the inscription of the house of David. So we know David existed. We know his dynasty existed. Now, we have to go to the biblical or the Israelite history.
So you don't have any
you have to go to the Israelite history to say who built it.
Brother, hold up. You ran to a book. I asked for archaeological. I asked you for scientific evidence of physicality that he existed. Right? So you don't have it on that building. Not only that, the person that you're about to run to, David Rowe, who showed what he thought said Dawood on a wall, possibly could be that David. But it's written Dawood, which is Arabic. And they also found what? They found one of the scrolls, one of the seals, to show that they were vassal kings to Egypt. The other thing would be this. If
pause. You said a wall.
Hold up, I'm not done. Well, you need to check David Rowe. You said that was your guy last time we was on here. He showed David's name on a wall, so you don't even know the archaeological evidence. You need to check that out.
You assume
now,
something. Go ahead.
10th century BCE is when they say Solomon would have possibly actually existed, but his timeline starts 970 BCE and it goes when he dies in 931. So not only are your dates off, you don't have actual historical evidence, archaeological evidence that he existed. You just don't have a real true consensus of this person existing. So if I ask you to pull up something in history that says Solomon, you know what you're not going to do? You're going to start talking about, well, see, the text said, but I need some evidence. Because you know what? You're going to say, where's Narmer? And I'm going to pull up a stone for you. I'm going to pull up a picture of him. I'm going to show you him carving himself. Then I'm going to show you some text to add to the fact that here's a historical person. You don't have a body. You don't even have a copy of a copy. You got a knockoff, brother. So that would be the answer I would give. but Jabari appeared to take care of it when they debated. So kudos to my brother Tazariak. You took a slight L there, and you usually get busy because I done seen you get busy. But yeah, it is what it is.
Are you done? Are you done? Okay. So once again, the first thing he just said was there's no writing saying that Solomon built this. There's no writing on that building. For one, if you know the Israelite culture, you know that they don't mark on their buildings. That's for one. So therefore, you're trying to hold what you will find in Egypt to the Israelite culture. That's not how that works. You cannot hold someone else's culture to what you will find in Egypt. Just like you don't find a big ass inscription saying this is the tomb of so and so and so.
Yo, no profanity.
Yeah, my bad.
And that's actually you do.
That's not the culture that you will find in there. So yo, hold my bad side on the whole profanity. So once again, that whole thing was complete nonsense. The scholarly consensus is, and first of all, you said the wall. I was not talking about a wall. I was talking about an actual inscription. Do you never heard of the Tel Dan inscription? Okay, it mentions what?
So you run into the Taladad inscription, which doesn't say Solomon.
That ain't what I asked you. What does it mention on the Tel Dan?
You're not getting off of Solomon. We asked you.
It mentions the house of David. So therefore, we know that David existed, and we know that his lineage and his house existed. That's what we're talking about. Now, if you actually want to go into a text and say, "Oh, this is the burial location" or whatever, you have to go to the Israelite literature and find, okay, who built this person? Where was this? Who erected this altar and all that. Now, back to what I actually came on here for, because I don't have a lot of time. You came on here, you challenged me about the name change. That's what I came on here to talk about. Let's deal with the name change, and hopefully at the end we could deal we could deal with the El Elyon thing. Go ahead, bro. Stop ducking smoke. You want the smoke? Puff it up.
Oh, I want the smoke. You just said there was no tomb names in ancient Egypt on the walls.
That is not what I said.
My screen real quick.
He just lied.
Want to dispel that lie too.
He just lied. I literally said you do not find that in the Israelite culture. You don't find that in the Israelite culture. You find inscriptions of tombs and all that in Egypt, and you try to hold that to the standard of the Israelite culture. You're not going to. You love misrepresenting me because you can't fight me, bro. Get in the ring and battle me on the name right now.
Here go another name right here in the shin. It's always in the tomb in ancient Egypt. It's always in the tomb in ancient Egypt.
Hey, Sa, I'm gonna play the audio back and see what I said because he lying.
That's your second lie today.
You should tell him.
Not only are we able to read the names, we can identify because they put themselves in person on it. They put themselves there. They put statues of themselves. You mean your guy was so potent and he was the man and all that other stuff, but we ain't got no pictures of him? We can't see what he looked like. Look, we got queen. We can see what the queen looked like. That's Tia right there. We ain't got to guess. Why everything is a guess? How come all your history is in Egypt and not in Israel like you claim? How come you keep running over to Africa to explain yourself? If you don't so much.
Hey, Asar, let me know if y'all can hear this. Saying that Solomon built it. There's no writing on. Can y'all hear that?
Say it. Play it again.
Can y'all hear this audio?
Stop it.
Are you done?
You already broke one?
No, we can't hear it. No.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Because I'm playing the audio right into my microphone. Again, the first thing he just said was there's no. Can y'all hear that?
Yes.
Okay, so listen to the audio because he just lied on me and said that I said there's not names and stuff on ancient Egypt and burial places and all that. No, I said you don't find that in the Israelite culture. You don't find something saying this is Moses' burial ground. This is David's burial ground. You don't find this is this person's burial ground. That's in ancient Egypt. He just sat here and lied on me and said that I said the complete opposite. So let's listen to the audio because really all he does is misrepresent people and then he attacks a straw man. He did that the last time we debated when he got beat up. Let's play. writing saying that Solomon built this. There's no writing on that building. For one, if you know the Israelite culture, you know that they don't mark on their buildings. That's for one. So therefore, you trying to hold what you will find in Egypt to the Israelite culture. That I said literally, you trying to hold what you find in Egypt to the Israelite culture. I literally said that. This man is a liar and a misrepresentative.
I'm down with them too.
Deal with actual argument, bro, or I can just get off. This is why they scared of me.
Got names on them.
This is why they scared, Sar. This is why they scared, Sar. Let's deal with the name, or I can get off. Which one?
Everybody Google rock-cut tombs in ancient Israel. Let's see if they got some names on them, since he's lying about that too. If you don't mind me sharing my screen again, we'll pull up the rock-cut tomb, since you're lying about that too. That's your third lie today. So Israel don't do that.
We just caught your first lie. We just caught your first lie. Go ahead.
No, you got 3 on the table right now.
We just caught your first lie. Go ahead. Because now you ain't even dealing with the actual topic. Go ahead.
The topic was Solomon. You still ain't shown us.
No, it ain't. The topic is the name of the God of the Bible. That's the name. That's the topic.
Here go the rock-cut tombs in ancient Israel. They got the names on them in limestone. This is what they look like if you ain't never seen them before, since you're lying on ancient history.
He just wasn't familiar with it.
It's because you wasn't born there. It's because you a Gentile, not an Israelite. You don't know that yet. But if you go there, you didn't know that.
Now let's show some. Now let's show some archaeology. No, we finna show some archaeology too.
You're done.
All right. Hey, hold up. What? Time out for a minute. I think
we finna show some archaeology.
Hold on, brother. Marcus, hold on. I think this is the debate right here between Asar and Khan.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not talking.
I know. Listen. Marcus, are you willing to take on Asar and Khan? He want all the smoke with anybody. Will you take on Asar and then you can continue doing what you do?
Side pack pulls hard. Come on, Marcus. What you want to debate, bro?
Of course I will take on Asar. So can I show something? I'm gonna show something.
Yeah, come on, show.
I said, of course I will take on Asar. Hold on.
Hey, do I got your number, Marcus?
You do, got it.
No, I got his number, Sa. I got his number every time he hop on here. He keep getting smacked around.
I think I got your number, Marcus. So,
hey, says the guy that got beat up last time. Hey, okay, it's what's this, Asar? Without look, I already know you seen it on the thing. What's this, Asar? What's this, Asar?
Which one? Stop on one of them.
This the actual archaeology you see, the actual rock cut up. What is this, Asar?
These are open tombs. What that got to do with the ones I shown with the limestone names on them? You want to discuss those?
What is that, Asar?
On some names.
What is that, Asar?
Huh?
What is that, Asar? What is it?
Which one? You got like 6 pictures. Point to one.
It says,
bro, they're all the same. They're all at the same site.
It says,
okay, so I'm gonna talk since he just don't want to speak. I'm gonna talk. All right. So
break it down.
So if you shut up, you can please stop. Please, thank you. Okay, so this is the Katif Hinnom caves, right? This is where the Katif Hinnom scrolls was found, right? This is what also known as the Silver Scroll, right? Now I mentioned Israelites, right? Israelites. He pulled up some caves that was in Israel. Don't know who they belong to. None of that. Israelite. So this is what time period? This is First Temple period, right? This is
they got names.
Pharisees. Oh, shut up. This is pre-Pharisees. This is all that. All right. This you said it got names. Where's the name at on here?
I said, yeah. What you showing is different than what I show. Do what you show got
where's the name at on here? No. Where's the name at on here? It doesn't have any name. You want to actually know? This is how they actually. This is how they know. This is how they know. This is how they know actually that this was an Israelite burial and this was an Israelite burial grounds because of the artifacts that they found in the burial place. Right here, shit. Bro, first of all, actually, they don't have Israelite names on the actual inscription. This is a family tomb. Stop talking, bro, because you didn't even mention nothing when I brought it up. So shut up. Yeah. This is where, if you can see right here on where the headrest is engraved, bro, this is where they will lay their family members out, literally in the head position. They will have their bones and their flesh decay, and then they will come back and deposit them in a repository underneath. when they went in here, they actually knew that this was an Israelite burial case because this is where you found the silver scrolls at. And how did they know who they found? Who did this tomb belong to, or this cave belong to? Not because their name was on the cave, because of the pottery and stuff that they found in the fucking cave.
I'm sorry. Every Israelite burial site is going to be like that, Marcus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ain't going to tell you who.
So once again, Asar opened his mouth.
You can't be cursing and then saying I'm sorry, brother, because it's already out there. They already targeted my channel, brother. That's all. You know.
I got you. I know. My bad, bro. I'm gonna send you 5.
Get out your
every cuss word. I'm gonna send it 5. So I owe you 10 right now, right?
Curse jar.
Nah,
I owe you 10, son.
You don't curse, brother. That's all.
All right, I got you.
You ain't gotta hit me with 5 every time you curse. Just don't curse. That's it.
I got you. So once again.
And whether I get the $10 or not, I'm still.
my bad. So I got you. So right. I'm not gonna sit on here and argue with this brother about something he don't know nothing about.
Be a good candidate for you.
Marcus,
he had enough after that L beat up. He had enough after that.
Yeah,
he initially started off the conversation talking about the Talmud. Like, what is this guy?
The whole
anyway, so once again,
I presented. You want to hide.
So once again, if you want,
Solomon rested with his fathers and was buried in the city of his father.
Once again,
you want to rest.
Asar misrepresented me, got proven to be a liar. He ducked in the smoke. Is we gonna talk about the name or not?
Only are we not telling a lie, and we just showed it, and you ran somewhere else instead. But you still haven't produced archaeological evidence for this Solomon character. You haven't produced the other thing we asked you for. And now you trying to, there are no names. We know because of the pottery. Knock it off. Knock it off.
You're done.
You don't even know David Rowe pointed out the name of David on a wall. But that's
no, you assumed I was talking about a wall inscription when I wasn't talking about that inscription. That's your problem. Second of all, you misrepresented me, said something and said I said Egypt didn't have names. You're a liar, Asar. I'm not going to sit up here and go back and forth with you. Every time somebody challenges me on something and we get to that topic, they want to argue and talk about everything except for that topic. JJ did it. Now you're doing it. You challenged me on the name. Was changed in the Bible. The God of the Bible names was changed. I said, I'm here right now. Let's talk about it. If not, I can get off. Peace, Sa.
We still need you to show proof and evidence for King Solomon. That was the original question that you brought up. Where's the archaeological evidence of his name? Now you're showing us that Israelites don't even put their names on stuff, but somehow you knew Solomon's name was on something. Show us Solomon's name now.
Never. He obviously don't listen. Nobody ever said Solomon's name was on anything. You're very deaf.
Show us the Hezekiah seal real quick. I just want to show him how
I know the Hezekiah seal. I know the Isaiah seal, bro.
I know, but hold on, brother.
We'll talk about the name.
Hold on, listen. The Hezekiah seal has so much Egyptian iconography.
Talk about the name or not?
Huh?
Is me and Asar talk about the name?
So look, the beginning of the Bible. Bereshit bara Elohim. In the beginning, Elohim created. That's the first God. Then we can go into El Shaddai. We can go into Asar, I am who I am. We can go into all the different manifestations.
So let's go into it. What are we sitting here talking about? Let's go into it. We can go into it.
I just did.
El Shaddai is a title. El Elyon is a title. That is not the God's name.
They're all titles, but if I said
you just agree with me, you're done. You just agree with me, you're done. Next. You just agree with me, you're done. Who's next?
You don't even understand.
You just agreed it was a title. I'm done talking to you. Who's next?
I got a question for you. I got a question for you.
Sorry, scared gang. I'm gone, man. Appreciate it.
I got a question for him.
Let me show you who's next. We got this coming up. The Holy Ghosts, Jehovah, who claims to be the Messiah, back. The Holy Ghosts have come back to earth, and he's taking on Yeshua. And you know what their topic is? Is salvation the Jews only or Jews and Gentiles? So basically what me and Apostle did, but they're going to go in on that right there. Right? So I'm trying to see when can we get Brother Marcus and Asar. When are y'all ready? What's a good time? What's a good date for you, Brother Marcus?
I'm off every Saturday, but other than that, man, my days rotate. So you will have to give me the week, and then I can tell you what days.
Okay, all right. Asar, what day is good?
I think a Saturday would be good. Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure with my new schedule, but I know once we start showing stuff like this Hezekiah seal with the Ankh on it, we're gonna run around somewhere.
That's why you don't want to know.
Yeah, he don't really want this problem. But is my screen sharing, Sa?
Yes.
So
Exactly.
this is the Hezekiah seal. You see this Ankh on it?
Yeah.
This your Israelite brother with this Ankh. You know why?
Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he was a vassal king to Egypt. That's his name right up there.
Woo!
Dagger.
You see the winged
What's the
sun
name?
right
What's
there?
the name say?
It say Hezekiah.
It says,
And you
it
know
says,
why
little,
it
you
says
can see,
Hezekiah?
it says two, you can say it says 2 or 4, Kazak Yahweh, Malak Yahweh, 2 Hezekiah or 4 Hezekiah, king of Judah.
It say
Marcus, what are you doing
Hezekiah.
with that? What are you doing with that uncle on there, though, Marcus? What's that all about? Come on, Marcus. Talk.
If you read the history, when the Syrian was beating up on the Levant, who did the southern kingdom Judah run to? They ran to Egypt.
But that's why he got uncle on there, bro. Stop playing.
Oh, they ran to Egypt.
What they ran to Egypt for? They ran for what? Cover?
For help, for military help.
Please,
Okay.
Pharaoh, God is giving you information about the
That's
future.
in the Bible. What is this? This guy think he's showing something, bro. Danya Allah, all of them already. This actually deal with archaeology. I already know this. He's not showing us.
Why isn't your archaeology respected,
Is
though?
we doing with the name or not? Because that's what I came on to talk about. You see, y'all thought when y'all showed the seal, I was gonna lie and say, "Oh, they didn't run to Egypt for helping." Nigga, it's in the Bible.
That
Can
wasn't
we
the
talk
purpose
about
of
the name or
showing
not?
That wasn't the purpose of showing the seal, Marcus. It was to show you the iconography on it that it was Egyptian. You said that the Israelites didn't show names and things, right?
Bro, on their building.
Rewind that. Replay that.
On their buildings, on their burial. I'm finna play the audio one more time because I see you have a hard time listening.
But they have seals, right?
I'm finna play this. Listen very closely. Listen.
Okay. So once again, the first thing he just said was there's no writing saying that Solomon built this. There's no writing on that building. For one, if you know the Israelite culture, you know that they don't mark on their buildings.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
Why you playing?
What did I just say?
What you played in this?
What did I just say? They don't mark on their buildings. I never said they don't have any writing, bro. Are you slow?
They mark on everything else, just not their buildings, huh?
You're slow, bro. Is we gonna talk about the name?
Can I ask you a question, Marcus? Can I ask you a question?
No, is we gonna talk about the name or not?
That's crazy.
I want to ask you a question about your archaeology.
I can't talk about the name. If not, bro, I can just get off.
So you're running from the history and archaeology, but you want to deal with the book only, huh?
No. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that at a different time, bro. I have something else I have to do.
Well, how come Hezekiah got his name, but Solomon didn't get his?
Say that again.
I said, how come Hezekiah got his name, Solomon didn't get his?
How many other kings don't have a seal?
He said, "Stop playing the recording."
Exactly. Where's David's seal at?
So it wasn't that important.
No, they just don't have a seal, or we haven't found the seal. So once again,
is his name being on the tomb? Is that the only way they can figure out who Solomon is?
So let's deal with archaeology. He challenged me on the topic, and now he don't want to talk about that topic. All right, so I appreciate you. You can hit me up so I can beat him up on this topic that he challenged me on that he don't want to talk about right now. Why is he running from everything except for that topic?
What's that? What is the topic?
This is what happened. He said that Yahweh changed his name, and he said that the God of the Bible changed his name. I said I didn't. I said He didn't change his name in the comment. Asar said, "I bet he won't get up here and challenge me on it."
Hold on,
Now
I
you
think
want to discuss that?
Hold on, I think Asar was probably saying, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Asar could correct me. If he changed the name of the Israelites, I think he was saying.
No, we have El Shaddai.
No, he's saying God changed his name. I heard him.
Okay.
So I came up here to talk about that because he challenged me on that, and now he's want to run, and everybody else want to chime in on everything except for that topic. King J got on here, he started talking, and then turned around and agreed with me that El Shaddai and all that was, guess what, a title. So he has nothing else to say to me. He's irrelevant from this conversation no more. It's Asar's turn now. If he don't want the smoke, I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm not a bully. Do you want the smoke on this conversation right now, or you just want to wait on until we get in the ring? Which one?
Oh goodness! So this was kind of the whooping you took last time I pulled my belt off.
Swear to God.
El Shaddai was a title. Let me
like the video. Thumb up the video.
Which did?
Oh man.
Does Abraham know God is El Shaddai or Yahweh?
Say that one more time.
Does Abraham know God's name as El Shaddai or Yahweh?
Yeah,
Abraham knows him as Yahweh.
No,
actually, I'll take it another step further.
Way.
Every patriarch knew the name Yahweh.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Because when the children asked Moses what they should call him, what did he say?
You gonna down that, bro? I'm trying to tell
you. What did he say?
He said, "Call him Yahweh." Let's go.
No, he didn't. He said, "I am."
Stop he said, "My name
Marcus.
is Yahweh." He said,
no,
"My name is Yahweh."
He said, his name is I am that I am.
He said, "My name is Yahweh."
Ayer.
He said, "Just tell him I am." That's
exactly.
Yep.
He said, "My name is Yahweh."
Marcus, you're wrong, brother. You're wrong,
so
brother.
So you gonna present it or what?
We all know it. We all know
the verse.
You just don't.
Let's get into it. Man, y'all both right. Because he did say, "Tell them I am that I am." He said that.
Right.
That's not his name. That's not his actual name.
Oh, okay. That was just his street name.
So he never
it's not his street name.
Ever.
It's never Yahweh.
That was his street name. I am that I am. You know.
Yahweh is a Midianite God.
You funny with the street name. You funny with the street name.
Moses comes back.
You funny for that one.
Moses comes back with Yahweh after he comes back from the land of Midian.
I got an echo. I can't hear.
You got an echo, King J.
It's too many people talking. King J. It's too many people talking.
Oh, that's not even King J. Patterson. Yeah, that was Patterson. That wasn't you, King J.
The first person to call him Yahweh was Moses. Abraham did not know him as Yahweh. He called him El Shaddai. And there's a conversation that God explains in your book concerning this. Would you like to debate it?
I would like to debate, did God change his name? What is the name of God? Yahweh or whatever else you want to deposit? Yes.
Would you like to debate? Because
I just told you what I would like to debate. I just told you what I'd like to debate.
I'm already watching kids. You just another one.
I just told you what I'd like to debate.
Would you like to? We got a room full of kids. You just another one today.
Mm-hmm.
Did Abraham call God Yahweh?
I ain't got to trash talk you or nothing. I'm just gonna.
All right, hold on, y'all. Now we got a little more people in here. Let me see. There's a debate topic out there. Whoever want to get it in, y'all hit me up. I'm gonna put my email. Let me throw my email in there, right quick. Y'all hit me up on the email, man. Yeah, hit me up on the email. The topic is
have any knowledge.
The Big Bang Theory. Do any one of y'all want to debate the Big Bang Theory? In the chat, anybody let me know. What do you think about the Big Bang Theory, Marcus? Is it real or you don't agree with it? What?
Nah, I ain't involved in that. That's
So
not
you don't
my
believe
lane.
in the Big Bang Theory?
No, I don't believe in that.
So you believe that all of this stuff comes out of God? God did all of this.
I believe the world was created. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my belief, though.
Okay. All right, here you go.
Marcus, you ever got a hanger spanking? Spank with a hanger?
Hey, that's past my generation, gang. That's past my generation.
You said wire
Hey,
hanger?
Got chased with an extension cord around the house ever?
That's right there.
my grandma used to use her back scratcher.
Yeah, that's right there, boy.
Bye, man. Hey,
Hanger and the goddamn extension cord. Oh my God, man! Don't play with.
Well, what about the braided switches?
Man.
They used to braid them things. Beat your
hey,
tail.
appreciate y'all. Sa, hit me up, man. We can get this debate set up, man. I gotta step down.
All right, hey Marcus, peace to you, brother. I'm gonna give you a call.
Peace to all y'all, bro. All y'all. I ain't got no hate to
Peace.
Brother Kasai.
None but
Yes,
love.
sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get the
Indeed. It's just information. It's just the
I gotta
information,
get
brother.
ready. I gotta iron my suit for the fight because I gotta go announce.
Asar, real quick, Asar.
Yep.
I forgot about Cosmon Cow. I don't know if he supports. Do you support the Big Bang Theory, the Big Bang Saw? I'm asking you the question, Cosmon. Hit the link. Come on in. Let me know. Do you support that? And if so, we could get it in. I know Unc supports the Big Bang Theory. Unc goes in on that. Oh, so Cosmon said no. Woo!
No, remember Cosmon tried to battle me on it during.
What do you think?
We didn't get a one-on-one though, Cosmon. Did you want to really get into it?
Yeah. Hey, Cosmon, do you want that debate with Asar? The Big Bang Theory debate? Would you like that, brother? Keon said the Big Bang is trash.
Now, if you want to debate it, Cosmon, I need you to produce the model that you believe to be true, so we can pick each one apart and make it interesting, and we can get it in, brother. Same way you got it that night, you'll get it. Cosmon, have you ever got a beating with a hanger? Have you?
You crazy, Asar. Oh, he said he beat you up already, Asar.
He caught that body shot, that uppercut.
Okay, he's saying, yeah, y'all could get it in.
Okay.
Cosmon, I'm gonna call you, man, so we can set that up, line that up. I think that'll be a great debate right there. The Big Bang Theory. Did we ever have one of them debates? No.
We didn't have that. I almost think him and Ankh should have it just because that's Ankh's bread and butter. But I actually have the certificate in cosmogony and cosmology. So come on, come get this work. There was some stuff we left on the table from that last discussion anyway. There go my brother in the building. I see you over there from Jamaica Live, baby.
Okay, let me bring. All right, Asar, man, I got you, brother. You got to go get ready for this fight. Let me bring in Jose Francis. What's up, Jose?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Jose?
What's up, man? I didn't really hear the presentation, but I just came in to support my brother because he always supports me, so I just give him a vote of support because I came in whole hour late. So I didn't hear what he said. But just want you know I support you and I love you, my brother, right? That's it. Just sending some love to you,
All right. Yeah, Uncle Sanchez did the flat earth and global debate. Yeah, I got to give Sanchez.
My brother, hey, stop it now.
Okay. All right. So there it is.
Yeah, I'm about to go myself, Sa. Peace to everybody. Peace to the chat. Y'all have a good one. Yes, sir.
All right. King J, what up, man?
No, too tough. Just enjoying the dialogue, enjoying it.
What do you think about the Big Bang Theory? You support that or are you against that?
I would say I actually support it. I'm not too versed on it, so I'm not enough to debate it, but I support science.
So when you say the Big Bang Theory, you are saying that this is how a lot of stuff came about through the Big Bang. The stars bursting and stuff like that. We are stardust and all that. You saying this?
The universe expansion. Yeah, I'm familiar with that somewhat. I support science for sure. Yeah, I support science. Yeah, I probably would be pro. Is Unc? You say this is a debate with Unc? Unc debated the flat Earth with Sanchez, or what did he say?
Yeah, the flat Earth. He debated the flat Earth.
Okay. Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
All right.
Oh, Asar still here. You on mute, Asar. Your mic muted.
You know you gotta discipline the babies. They acting crazy out here.
Sure.
Imhotep, y'all know what it is. We defend and we stand on the ancestors. Uncle Joseneb, ETE, Imhotep, Sini Sinet. Y'all know what it is. My man King J will hold it down. I gotta go do the fights. I gotta go do the
Get up out
fight.
of here. I gotta catch you on at Smash next time.
Okay, for sure.
Peace.
Peace.